Mercury 225, trimmed all the way down and running. So I'm going to go ahead and just start adding a little bit of throttle. Good voltage, good water pressure, even though there's some fog in there. Got good water pressure, fuel, miles per hour probably won't even give us any. We got tack there and our trim. Trim showing all the way down. I like that. Trim indicators are nice. A kicker audio system and hydraulic steering. And lots of wind today, so this should be fun. I have a hunch that this will be a pretty quick boat. Its sister ship belongs to my friend, one of my buddies here locally has its sister ship, the 2150 side console, which is just to the side, but he has a 200. We'll see how this one fares. Okay. Another thing about this is it looks like a low profile boat. However, if you're in big water with a low profile boat like this, you can always get the bow to rise up plenty high right before, as you plow. Our bow, let's show you. We're sitting a ways above the water. So there's quite a drop off the front of that bow because it's sticking way up in the air. So just know that just because it's a deck boat and has a lower looking bow, with this setup, you can put that bow really high. Okay, let's go ahead and start adding some throttle, put it on plane, tip that bow down, get it down in the water. There we go. No feedback. I mean, we got hydraulic steering, so you're not gonna have much feedback. Okay. Man, this thing is very planted in the water. And no trim tabs, it's just running like it is. It's planted, meaning it's just laying flat. Very anticipatable. Just give it a little turn. Whole vessel makes a nice turn. Ride soft, nothing, you can't feel anything. It's about as smooth as almost as standing on the sidewalk right now. Of course, I mean, it's small chop, but okay. We got 26 miles per hour. And let's go to our chart. Let's get rid of that, zoom out. It's not even where we're at. We're right there. Cursor. There we go. All right. Well, we get our speed out of it, but this only has the ocean maps, doesn't even show the lake here where we're at. Okay, now we get some bigger water here. These are some big windswept chop, not swells, chop. We're gonna be able to feel how this goes. I'm gonna go ahead and put it into a turn. Motor is trimmed all the way down. We're gonna go ahead and crank that motor, put it pretty hard. Very good, very easy. Now we're gonna put this right into the wind. You can probably hear it blasting. You can see that wind out there. White caps. I'm gonna put my hat down. See that top? Top is bouncing around a lot. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna trim it up a little bit. See if we can add a little bit speed. Trim it up a little more. There's 4,000. Oh gosh, this thing's very responsive. 41 miles an hour, 5,000 RPMs. We still have another 1,000 RPMs. There we go. This is fast. This is fast. Woo! There we go. We were about 47 miles an hour there, right into the wind. Let's go ahead and put it into a turn here. Very impressive. Here's one of our, here's our own wave going through there. Very good. Okay, I like the boat. I like a lot of things about this boat particularly. There's some things I don't like. We'll go over those when we do the walk around, but yeah, this thing is easy to run. I mean, it just point it in the direction you want to go, add the throttle you want, you're good to go. Pretty straightforward that way. So definitely responds perfectly how it's supposed to. Rides, everything's anticipated normal. Like you think, oh, I'm gonna turn, I'm gonna bank real hard. The boat just lays into it perfectly. Both directions, just lays into it, has no problem with that. So that, and obviously, you know, I love center consoles because I feel like there's never sketchy. If I lean to this side, I don't feel close to the water. It's the middle. You're always in the middle. Just driving from the middle. Pretty cool. All right, here's this 2019 Tahoe 2150 SC. This boat is loaded up, so we got lots to cover. Let's start here. We got a 2-inch ball here on the coupler. 2-inch ball with surge brakes on here. We got a swing away tongue. I want to notice the condition though. There's a little bit of this coating coming off here. This boat was in Texas, so you can see as we go around here that it has some sun to it. Swing down jack there. A nice Fulton Black XLT winch on here. It looks sharp. And then looking down the throat, I don't see any scratches on the hull that I can see. There's a couple little just roller bow up here, just where the roller hit. Okay, going down. Yeah, there's no scrapes or scratches on the keel at all. I don't see any. So that's pretty good. There's a spare up front here. Okay, and then we've got, if you get the light just right, you can kind of see where it's a little, the fiberglass gel coat's a little faded, could use some buffing, but you have to get it just right and look really good. This has been outside, so it's a little bit on the dirty side. Got aluminum wheels and tires with the Easy Lube spindles, so it shoots grease back into there. So you just lift these up and pump grease in while you slowly spin the tire, and it repacks them, so you don't have to pull the hub all the way off. Okay, we've got, these are great. If you look at that, boat buckles, bam, unhooked, bam, and I'm done, that fast. Okay, a Mercury 225, only 33 hours on the whole boat. 33 hours on this is very, very low. High performance, this stainless prop on it. This boat gets it, as you've probably seen in some of the aerial videos. This thing is fast. I mean, we're not, on the Oregon coast, we're not used to real fast boats, I guess, but this thing's quick for us. So 225, it's got hydraulic steering on there. Everything seems good. The motor's got its maintenance done on it. This thing's really ready to go. Coming down the starboard side here, here's our bilge pump. It does have an auto bilge, meaning that when water goes in there, it will automatically kick on, and it is properly wired around the battery switch, so the battery switch does not kill the auto bilge. So if you turn the battery switch off, it will still allow that to go. One thing we got here is there's some rubbing here, may have been on a dock or something, but there's some rubbing there where just this rub rail has rubbed. Otherwise, there's not a lot of damages there. Okay, so flip this up, and we have a full bow entry ladder. And the reason that this is a big deal is, one, obviously, because you can pull up onto the beach and get in and out of the boat really easily without having to get in the water. That's a big deal. The other thing is, if you look at this boat for water sports, okay, as a water sports boat, pick up everybody on the front. Then they don't have to get near the motor or anything. You don't drive up to them, you drive alongside them. They're about where I'm standing. You stop the boat right around there, back up a little bit, turn the motor, it'll phone right in front of them. They can climb right out the bow. They can put their wakeboard on the front and everything like that. And as long as you're doing that, it's a lot safer than putting them in by the motor. So there's a lot of advantage to this setup for that particular reason. Plus, man, you got 2 spots here for your bow mount seats. And does this come with them? Does not have them, but they're just the standard, so you can do that. Anchor locker up front here, so anchor just goes inside there. Rope, you got it ready to go. Flip up cleats so they're out of the way until you need them, and there's 3 all the way down the side, so you can get plenty of fenders on it. Now let's go inside this boat. Nice steps around it. I mean, that's little things like that make a boat so much easier. If they don't have them, you're like, oh, this is hard. Okay, lots of rungs on the ladder. Okay, there's a ski pylon pole you can put into there, and there's battery access in the back here. This is for the bow mount trolling motor, which it does not have one, but there's already batteries in here for it, and the wiring's already up there, and it has an onboard battery charger with a plug right here. You just plug that in and it charges those, and so you're good to go. You're not dealing with worrying about that. All right, this side we've got our main battery in here and an onboard charger there as well, so you can just pull that plug up there, plug in that battery to keep it topped off all the time, and it has an Optima in it. Good batteries. Okay, super rad option here. If you see, this flips up here, this flips forward, and you have a walk-through transom. So you can step right off the dock on either side onto the transom here, and you can walk right into the boat. Makes it exceptionally easy to get in and out of. Then seating, this thing's got a ton of seating. Okay, I think this is just like an ice chest storage, yeah, drainable. Oh, it is a live well? No, it's not a live well. It's just there's no spout. Oh, well, this one doesn't have a spout, so it's probably just a cooler. And then he says there's a live well back here. I don't see a spout in this one either. So I don't think those, I think those are just drained coolers, or boxes, storage boxes, because the live well's up in the front. I ran that one. Okay, here's our fuel tank. Access to the fuel tank rigging right there. So if any need to do some service or put a new sending unit on it, piece of cake. Done. Cooler goes up underneath here. Let's lock that down. Okay. There's some damages right here, some holes right there. Those need to be filled in and sealed with a screw. You can see, did one of them with some 5200, and I'm going to show you some other spots where the 5200 was put. Okay, we've got removable backrest, flip down bolsters, so you can go full seat position with a leg rest right there, which is perfect height for running. You can also flip them up so that you can run the boat standing and use it as a bolster, or you can also flip up like this and sit up really high. So there's a couple different positions there. This is a DEC controlled, meaning this shifts and everything without the cables. It's all electronic, and so it's super smooth to operate that way. We got a new kicker stereo system there, and then a Lowrance Elite 7 Ti, which has a lot of actually really good options to it. You can look those online. Okay, we already showed this all when we were operating the boat, when we were out there on the boat. Okay, battery switch there, so you can flip it off and on real easily. Okay, tons of seats around this boat. There's always a place to sit in this boat. This bow has a ton of room up here. We have storage compartments randomly throughout the boat, so we have a little rigging station here. And we have a little garbage here. Oh, a hidden spot right here. Ooh, I don't even know what you're gonna do with that. Tell us in the comments. What are you gonna do with that spot on each side? Oh, whoa, whoa, this one's got a drain. No sink or anything, but it's got a drain. And then it'll pull out garbage, rigging, knives go in there, stuff like that. You can put your rods in the sides here. There's enough room for, it looks like 6 rods total, 3 on each side. Then we've got storage up front here. All of these are lined and they have drains in them. So that, I don't think that goes up. Okay. And then here is the live well, these cushions. Another thing too is you might be like, well, I want to use the boat for fishing. Take all the cushions out, get them out of there. Okay. And then you've got a live well up here in the very front, like so. Couple speakers, courtesy lights around the boat, so at nighttime you've got that going for you. Big inflow storage here, goes way back, so you get tons of room back there for boards and whatnot. Doesn't even fit a kayak, that thing's huge. Okay, rigging on this boat is super simple. Look at that. There's tons of storage in there. Open this up, get to all your wiring and rigging. Super easy. And then even in through the other floor into the bottom, so you can get all the way in there. And that's pretty much it. Easy walk through up into the bow. Lots of room. Lots of room on this boat. I mean, it's a 2150, but as you saw, you didn't see it actually in the video. We got 55 miles an hour on this boat. Okay, this used to have a T-top on it. So if you look closely, this has been repaired right here. You can see where the T-top feet were at. One there and one here on each side. Okay, so pretty straightforward. Nice hydraulic steering. This thing is actually super fun to drive. It's fast, it's powerful, it's controlled. It's a sporty boat. It's a lot of fun. So if you're ripping out to go get fish, or if you want to go do some water sports, you could just do both. You can go camping with it. This is a very versatile setup here. Lots of storage, put gear and everything. Lots of room. Love the center console. Always somewhere to grab onto. Here you've got lots of rod holders already in the boat. So stuff like that just makes a boat really fun. And this one's got it. It also has the changing room that drops over in the front here on the bimini top, so that unfolds. It's a big bimini top, so it covers a lot of the whole, cockpit area. Motors tip-top shape, should be good to go. The Mercs are super easy to work on, get parts for and everything really easily. And man, they are fast. Mercs are quick. So you got that going for you. All in all, this is that. You've got some sun damages on the boat, so I would say this boat probably is a 7.5 out of 10 total condition wise, just because there's a couple holes, screw holes that are out of place in that, and you get a little bit of sun fading. You can't really see it on here. This will be good, but maybe just like on the dash and stuff, you can tell it had some sun on it. But overall, this is a super clean boat. I think it'll be a great boat for pretty much anything you plan on running it for. And shoot, I'd run this thing offshore, go do some fishing offshore even with it. When you put it in a lower speed, you lift that bow way up and you have tons of clearance on it. So really fun boat. Coming to Florence, Oregon was where we're at, right on the Oregon coast, right in the center, about an hour from Eugene, Oregon, off I-5. And we are there, big open lot, easy to get in and out. Jackson and I are the two. Show him yourself, Jackson. We're the two you'll work with. He's my son. And we'll get you set up on this boat and make it yours. It should be a stellar value on this boat. We're going to have this thing priced extremely good. And so it's going to be a heck of a deal for somebody. Price out the new ones, and then look, we got this one priced out. It's pretty awesome. So this is going to be a sweet boat. I think it's going to be something that can have a lot of memories. You're going to have a lot of fun with it.